When you're a bit of a skip rat, as my brother used to call me, it's quite easy to get distracted. I think I see it. I can't believe it's still there. You've got to love French people. Yes. Oh man, what an idiot I am. Why did I do that? What was going on up here? You know, you have to adopt a totally different riding style, especially with this weight on this sort of ground with it. It's just very rough. We're gonna have to find a place to stop anyway, and so I know the front load out is a bit all over the place. The back I've already done once. See how we go. Looks like for the next maybe 5-6k possibly, I'm going through quite a cool, check out that place, nice. I'm going through quite a cool sort of man-made feature from, it's like the canal that I'm following now cuts through the ocean. Looks like as good a place as any to stop for a breather. Bit of a refresh. Bit of a sort out again. It's like a pig's ear. I could Google this, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to ask you guys. Any of you know where that saying comes from and what it actually means? Because to me a pig's ear is quite neat. My dog used to love them. Anyway. Currently cycling back like a madman to where I organised my gear last time. I've left my bloody backpack there, haven't I? What a dick. I think I see it. I can't believe it's still there. You've got to love French people. Yes. Oh man. What an idiot I am! Why did I do that? What was going on up here? I've got to check myself. That's ridiculous. Well, the good thing out of this, at least I know I can still boogie when the time's needed. And I boogied then for, let me have a look. How far is it back to the end of my track there? Six kilometres I boogied for then. Oh, what an idiot. So after my little bit of a tricky move back here. I decided I'm probably going to slow down a bit today, and I've come back on the other side of the canal this time instead of going down the one before that I was on. It looks like, looking at the map, there's a track that runs all the way down the other, though I will say it's probably not as well developed track. And I showed this earlier when I was on the other side coming past, so I thought I'd just stop and have a look. And I might actually cook up the chicken that I didn't eat last night, because that's going to be begging to be eaten in this weather. I might have to get a light, I think. Good artwork, huh? I can only imagine what that hook's for. Must be the butchering room. Talk about that concrete cleaning sink there. Drew Pritchard would go mad for that. What's the bet? One of these is an outhouse. There we go, yeah. And the rocks over here in front. It's like a big pile of boulder. I'm going to see if there's any sort of sheltered nooks up there I can possibly drag the bike up to. The wind has definitely picked up somewhat, but I think this little hillock here, I think that's going to be the go. I'm actually on the other side. This may be the one. The other side of that hillock, but up here looks like it's quite depressed. Not as much as what I used to be, but certainly maybe enough to take the breeze away. I'll have a wander and come back. Target practice. Obviously a place where they do clay pigeon shooting. That there is part of a clay pigeon tile, and I dare say you might find a few more. So that lid that I just found before may be the lid of a canister that had clay pigeons in it, possibly. I think I may have seen the perfect spot over here. Ooh, it's not really that flat though, there's a slight slope on it. Bugger. Okay, yeah, no, not really. What's up there? I seem to be walking further uphill. I think I got my bike up here yet. What the hell is that? There's my cave. I'll go down and get my bike and my bag, see if I can make it up. We're quite high up. This is where willpower comes into play. Knowing you can do something and making it happen. so bad that. It's that time of the video game when I'm showing my appreciation and love for these people here that are coming up on screen. It's due to you guys and everyone else that watches my videos that I'm able to do what I do, and I can't think of an appropriate way myself to show how much I just appreciate the support side of YouTube that comes my way. It's amazing, it really is, and I can't believe it sometimes. So, looking sharp, eh? Anyway, cheers guys, appreciate it. Coconut oil. Chicken. Sea salt. Can you believe it? It's starting to bloody rain. Bugger. I was just about to check the weather, just to check. And what do you know? Love about little bungee cords. That's a piece of 3 or 4 mil bungee rope, and I've got proper bungees as well, which I use on occasion. But they just make this sort of rush setup where there's not really any ground and you've got no tent pegs a lot easier to do. Sort of hoping the wind doesn't get up too much because the rocks won't keep there if the wind gets too strong, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I don't know how well that is coming out, but over in the distance there is hills beyond that mist, and I was looking at those earlier in sunshine. So the only problem area we've got here, doing it this way, because it's just so haphazard, number one, no tent pegs and just uneven terrain, is this hollow that's been created here, because I've cut the corner off the tarp here. But what I can do with that, what I'm going to do is, I'll show you, because that's a hollow that will obviously collect water when the rain does come on later. One of my aluminium poles here. Glove on. And the spiky end, I'm keeping the spiky end to go grip the bottom. There you go, that takes care of that hollow, just like that. And the tension of the bungees keep that quite secure. Always good to carry those staples in your food bag. It's the next day, afternoon, after lunchtime, I suppose. I'm just cooking up some food for myself. I've got in there those pasta balls, the pasta nests, bird nests that I bought the other week when I was in Montpellier. Got a couple of those left, and I'm just going to chuck in a tin of sardines and then sweeten it up with some salt and pepper, and that's going to be my lunch. There's a house down the ways there. I went down there this morning and got another couple of bottles of water. Just knock on the door and say, wave the empty bottle and do the old universal to fill it up, s'il vous plaît. No issues there. So I'm chilling on top of this big rock today. Wanted to get the final edit on that video done and get that sorted for this weekend, which is what I've done, and now I can delete all that footage off my phone and put the footage that's on this cam on the phone and get to work on the next edit. Okay guys, it's another hot one this morning. All packed up. That was a nice leisurely pack up, that. I quite enjoyed that. It's been beautiful up on top of this rock for a while. 2 nights I spent here, and we carry on now down the canal and head through to the coast. Yeah, grab a nosy, shall we? Yeah, I've just been stationary for 2 nights. Top of this rock, and I've just now fallen into the rhythm of the exercise, the lifestyle. You know, the first few miles you're just sort of warming up your muscles, then you fall into this easy sort of cadence. It is relatively flat, the route I'm taking next to this canal. There you go. Yep. And it just gets to that certain stage where the muscles are working, the lungs are doing good, and the senses are there, avoiding the potholes and the track is not the best track. It's a gravel track, it's undulating, the odd rock sticking through, so you've got to sort of pay attention to the route that you take, the little path that you take through all the madness. Much like life, really. Coast, they're like little sort of communities that have just cropped up and they've just squatted like spare land. They've got a shack on there. Sometimes it's a bit more elegant, you know, it might have a static home on there or something, but it's normally like a shack. There's a few veggies and it's sort of like a very sort of well put together allotment, but you can just see the people living there. It's almost like the French government don't really care about people tending land that is just land that doesn't do anything. You know, they just come along and claim their plot and off they thrive, as it were. Beautiful concept. There's quite a few around here. We'll check out this if I can be quick enough. Hope you saw that alright. There's another one up here. There's lots of ones as well that don't look like they're used anymore. You could actually go to and claim them. This is the sort of thing I'm on about here. I mean, there's even belongings on this property you could claim. I mean, it's obviously not been used for a long while, has it? See if I can get on there without getting bitten by any snakes. Snakey, snakey. Now, if this was the UK, that brass wouldn't be there anymore. That would be down some scrapper somewhere. That's not a bad little boat, this. Really, the shell of that is actually really good. Can't see anything wrong with the shell. Without getting an eye on it for the geometry, to make sure it's not sort of scalloped, as it were. Captainton. Hey. Let me put my bag down for a moment. Oh, look at these lotus flowers. I think that's what they're. No, they're not lotus, are they? I don't know what they are. They're lilies or something. I see someone's been security conscious before the hurricane hit. Oh, you know what? Tidy the floor up on this. Chuck a roof on. You even got an outdoor bathroom there. Geez, won't be too bad. That's a good size too. Good size is that. You don't need anything much bigger than that. Say I that live under 3 square meters. You've got an outdoor toilet. See, I mean, look, there's a van parked there, yeah? It's got all grass growth around the wheels. There's a bike outside. There's a chair. So obviously someone's been there a long while. There's another one over there. It's like a little community. It's a little off-grid community. This is beautiful. Look, even got power. Got a solar panel there for charging whatever. Caravan. I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. Come and claim yourself a few square meters. When you're a bit of a skip rat, as my brother used to call me, it's quite easy to get distracted and get time wasting with stuff like this. I just find it so unknown. What ifs. What if there's a box in the corner? What if I find that? What if? Always the what if. Hey guys, well, thanks for stopping by, and thanks for giving me your time and attention. Really appreciate every single one of you. I'm currently chilling in Benidorm and have been for the past couple of days with the blessing of a beautiful subscriber that goes by the name of Julie. She's got a little channel where she does her own little videos, jam adventures. I might put a link, if she's agreeable, down in the description. Maybe you can go and check out some of her little mini side quest and adventures that she does. But thanks for stopping by, guys. You know what to do. Tap those buttons. Appreciate every single one of you. Stay beautiful, stay sane, and we'll see you on the next one.